PSVR 2, it's here. It's finally here. Unboxing and first impressions. Let's do this. So, I was a massive fan of the original PSVR, and that too I got on launch day. And though it's collected some dust over the last few years, it was definitely something I really enjoyed up until the point where it became apparent that games were just outgrowing the tech provided by Sony at the time. With this one, it is bleeding edge in terms of tech, and the games look phenomenal. So let's get into unboxing. We'll start with the charging station first and then move on to the main event. But yeah, let's get into it. So the charging station. This box is actually a lot smaller than I thought it would be. I've saved myself the embarrassment of trying to get the sticky bit unstuck, I guess. So we can just get right into it. So I heard a lot about the packaging being quite poor, but I think this is actually slightly better quality than the original PS5 boxes, which mine got absolutely trashed. So opening up the box, you get a really big box for the little bits that plug into the Sense controllers. You actually get a plug, so that's great. Separate power brick, again, all good. And this is the main charging station, which has good weight to it, which is good, I guess. Well, it definitely has a good weight to it. It's more tilted towards the more bulkier end than anything, so it's not balanced, but it's got a good grip at the bottom. Yeah, so that's not going anywhere. And yeah, it's a very cool, futuristic looking design. So yeah, that's that. So don't get much in terms of what's in the box, but that's to be expected. And yeah, literally it's documentation and these two really small bits that plug into the Sense controllers. So in terms of being efficient on packaging, this is probably the most inefficient thing Sony could have done. But I'll pop these to one side and then we'll get started with the main event. So, time for the main event. PlayStation VR 2. Saved myself some embarrassment by pre-cutting the sticky tabs, but opted to go with the Horizon bundle, save some money. It's already ridiculously expensive as it is, but this was a gift, so I'm blessed. But yeah, I've been waiting, I think 7 years for this, so let's get into it. That's my Horizon game, which I've started downloading, but gosh, they don't make this easy. So it kind of opens up in the opposite direction to the actual main box, and on the inside you get this, which had the Horizon game in. It's got the single USB to USB-C charging cable for the Sense controllers. I'm not sure why they didn't offer a solution where you could charge both at the same time, because you will probably want to use both at the same time. But yeah, and it's got the headphones. I've heard mixed things about these headphones, so I will be trying them out. Some people say that they're fine, some people say that they're really good, and others have said that they're, well, terrible, really. But yep. So I'll just pop that to one side for now. Next up, I will pull out the Sense controllers. 1 and 2. I'll just pop the box on the floor for now. And let's undo this one first. Okay, this is very nice. This feels really good in the hand. Don't necessarily have the biggest hands in the world, but this is super comfortable. The analog stick is smaller than I anticipated it would be, but in terms of design and stuff, again, matching the charging station, this is quite futuristic in look, and again, unsurprisingly, it is quite comfortable to hold. I have heard some people say that the actual face buttons are quite hard to press, and the side button here, but to me they seem completely fine. The only thing I would say is that the analog stick is smaller than I anticipated. I think it's probably even smaller than a Joy-Con analog stick, so that's something to bear in mind. Again, when you pop these on the table, they'll just rock, but that's just due to its design. I think that was the right one. Yep. And this is the left. Again, feels super comfortable. Face buttons feel really good. R1 and L1 again feel good. So yeah, for some reason, every time I have it in my hand, I kind of want to go like that, but that is super nice. These are beautiful. I don't know if any of you will remember, but there were rumors and patents about a PlayStation controller that could be split in half. And yeah, this is quite cool. If you could probably play normal games using these pads, I might try that actually, because I'm not mad at it. Actually, on second thoughts, there's no D-pad, so that could be quite awkward, but definitely not mad at this. This is nice. Okay, so main event, the headset itself. Here it is. It's definitely got a good weight to it. I've actually got the OG headset here. Bit worse for wear, but in terms of so this is lighter. So PSVR 2 is lighter, but I mean, again, this wasn't the heaviest thing in the world, and it was super comfortable. So hoping that the version 2 is as comfortable. And here is the super long USB-C cable. Okay, wow. So just right off, this looks like, I'm literally speechless. This looks amazing. The padding feels super soft, super premium. Yeah, I mean, the actual lenses look considerably bigger than on the original ones, and yeah, I mean, this looks crazy. Let me try and pop it on with glasses. Okay, so probably need to readjust my glasses, but yeah, I can definitely wear these with glasses on by the looks of things. But yeah, let's cut to me actually setting this up on the PS5. Actual main unit here. Gonna press the power button and let's see what happens. Ooh. So when you press it, it has a rumble. It's telling me to update, so I'll update it now. and it rumbled again. So it's so surreal. I'm sure you can. I'm not sure if you can see this on the screen, but there are virtual sense controllers in my hand, floating in midair, and it's so surreal because there is so much depth to everything that it genuinely feels as if I am stood not in my bedroom. Immediately, just the whole surroundings. Just this is genuinely one of the best looking games I've ever played. Whoa. that that's amazing. Wow. That's a tall neck. That what? That's crazy how tall they are. Whoa. Oh my god. Just playing the games, you don't really appreciate the size and scale of a tall neck. So, after playing a couple of games, well, one game, Horizon Call of the Mountain, and the Resident Evil demo, I can honestly say that just from Call of the Mountain, the PSVR 2 has completely blown me away. Any expectations I had going into this were shattered. Like, this exceeded my expectations on so many levels. And I'm basing this off of a very brief period playing some of the Oculus Meta Quest VR devices and playing for a good time the OG PSVR, and this blows it out the water. Again, my initial impressions. I will do a full review once I've had about a week or so with the actual headset and gone through a few more well-rounded games. But yeah, in terms of the thing I currently love most about this headset, it's just how much of a step up it was or is versus the competition, or what I've personally used of the competition at this price point. In terms of something that I'm still a bit about, it's the games. Personally, the brief moment I've had playing Call of the Mountain, I've had absolute fun, but it's gotten mixed reviews, and as I've mentioned before, reviews these days tend to be quite broken, so I'll try to form my own opinion on that game. And if there is something that I don't quite like, do you know what? It's so far there is nothing I can immediately point to and say that I don't like this. Yeah, I mean, so far it's, for me anyway, it has lived up to the initial hype. We'll see how I feel about that hype and how I feel about my impressions again once we sit down and do a proper comprehensive review of the headset. But yeah, yeah, I'm truly been blown away, and I'm going to turn off the camera and get back to some Call of the Mountain. So, to me, to you, happy gaming.